So we have completed the human reproduction topic, and we have seen that generally in case of a female's life, at the end of your 28th day of the cycle, there can be two different types of events. Okay? So what are the two different types of events? The first event is menstrual cycle. So means in these girls who have not married or who are still unmarried, so what happens in them? There is no sperm in their life. So once there is no sperm in their life, so what happens? The corpus luteum is degenerating by this time, and the levels of progesterone has stopped to 0. And without the presence of progesterone hormone, the uterine developments cannot proceed ahead. So the corpus luteum is expecting more gonadotropins. But you know that the pituitary gonadotropin LH has already gone. Okay, the levels are low, and pituitary LH will come in the new cycle after FSH, because always LH hormone follows FSH hormone. But here what is the problem? Here the problem is that in this case we are not getting any LH. So what is the second source of gonadotropin? The second source of gonadotropin is the placenta. So as soon as the placenta is produced, it secretes a gonadotropin that is called what? That is called human chorionic gonadotropin. Now this hormone is secreted from the chorion of the fetus, and it is responsible for what? Maintaining the corpus luteum. So we can say that HCG is analogous, functionally similar to LH hormone. Fine. So HCG will maintain the corpus luteum. So when will we get HCG? When there is placenta. When we will get placenta? When there is pregnancy. When we will get pregnancy? When there is sperms in the life of a female. So in the first chapter of human reproduction, we have discussed a condition, case 1, where the female has no gift of sperms. So in that case, we ended the cycle with what? We ended the cycle with your menses. But now we are discussing in today's class case 2, that is called your embryonic development, or in this case the female has got sperms. She has received sperms from the male partner. So that is why now we will consider the second option, and that is referred to as embryonic development. Okay. So today in our class, we will be basically considering what? We will be basically considering the last minute detailings of your embryonic development topic. Okay. In the class 12 syllabus for your NEET exams. So according to NCERT, this content is very, very limited. Okay, but we will discuss a bit more so that it is easy to understand and it is easy to answer the questions. Now, so if we go to the board, so now the egg. Okay, so what is egg? Egg is called a highly decorated, okay, a highly decorated secondary oocyte. Okay, so the egg is highly decorated secondary oocyte, and in it meiosis II is arrested at metaphase 2. Okay, by MPF, which is referred to as metaphase promoting factor, or a lot of books also call it maturation promoting factor. Now, this will remain in this state till sperm entry. Okay, so till sperm entry, it is arrested in meiosis II. Now, after ovulation, in humans, our topic is mainly concerned to humans. After ovulation in humans, the egg remains viable. The egg remains viable for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, best is first 24 hours. Okay, so embryonic development is best possible if fertilization occurs within the first 24 hours. So this is the concept. So इसलिए if we try to draw a secondary oocyte, so you know that in case of secondary oocyte, there is a very thick layer of zona pellucida. Fine. Now this zona pellucida is followed by so many corona radiata cells. So these are actually granulosa cells of the ovary, and they collectively form a corona. Corona means a layer outside the egg in this case. So the coronavirus also means what? A virus which has so many spikes outside the cell membrane. So इसलिए corona radiata and coronavirus. Okay, concept is same. So now, so this is the corona radiata, and this black layer is called the zona pellucida. Now this zona pellucida will remain with the embryo till hatching. Okay, till hatching, the zona pellucida will remain with the embryo. Now, inner to this, we have a layer. So this is the what? This is the secondary oocyte nucleus. Now what happens in secondary oocyte nucleus? You will find the chromosomes. Okay, so there is no nucleus here. You know that secondary oocyte, the chromosomes are arrested in metaphase II. So what is metaphase II? The chromosomes are aligned in a what? In the equatorial plate, which is connected with the help of spindle fibers. Understood? Now, so this is your secondary oocyte, and outside the secondary oocyte, you will find a cell. So this cell is called your what? First polar body. Okay, this is called the first polar body, and this structure is called the oolemma or egg membrane, and this is actually the secondary oocyte. Understood? So this is the concept of the egg. Now these eggs, they are joined. The corona radiata cells, they are actually joined by tissue gum, tissue glue. So this tissue glue is also referred to as hyaluronic acid. Okay, in a tissue, the cells are joined to each other by the presence of hyaluronic acid. Okay, so इसीलिए जो corona radiata है, in case of corona radiata, the cells are joined by hyaluronic acid. Now, so we can say that actually हम कह सकते हैं that the secondary oocyte is also in an inactive state. Okay, okay, this is called inactive state, or we can say in an inactive state. So this is also decapacitated. So who decapacitated it? By MPF. Understood? So this is the concept of your egg. So this is the egg, and now in the next topic we will discuss the different types of egg. Okay, so the next heading is different types of egg. So now you can please see this screen. So in this screen we have some special things to see. तो इसमें हम देख रहे हैं that from fertilization to the 8th week of gestation, the developing human is referred to as the embryo. इसलिए up to 8th week, that is 2nd month, the developing organism is called embryo, and so the study is also called embryology. Fine. So the study is also called embryology. Now, from 9th week till birth, so the developing embryo is called a zygote. Okay, so this is called a zygote. Fine. So it is called a fetus, and so the development is also called fetal development. Understood? Now, in case of human beings, the embryonic period is divided into 3 substages. Okay, the embryonic period is divided into 3 substages. Now, what are the substages? They are divided into 3 substages, each having 3 months time duration, and that is called your trimesters. So they are called the 3 trimesters of 3 calendar months. Now, in the first trimester, what is happening? It is the most critical stage of development because rudiments of all organ systems appear. So technically, whatever organ systems is going to be made, they appear by the end of the first 3 months. Now, this stage is most vulnerable to the effects of drugs. So this topic is referred to as teratology. What is teratology? This is called abnormal development. So in this teratology, we can take care of an example. So example is earlier during pregnancy, the female were given a medicine that is called thalidomide. Now, देखा गया कि those people who are taking thalidomide, they have limb abnormalities. Okay, उनमें limb abnormalities होती हैं. Like number 1, phocomelia. What is phocomelia? This is seal-like limbs. Phoca means seal. उसी तरह से B है मेरोमेलिया. मेरोमेलिया का मतलब होता है peg like limbs. Okay, the limbs look like pegs or khunta in ODI. And C, that is called amelia or no limbs. Okay, or no limbs. Understood? So, is tarah se there are so many diseases. That is why it is always said that pregnancy is a sanctum sanctorum. Okay, so jitna care le sakte ho lo, take care of your body and avoid any medicines. Okay, till date, many medicine side effects are known, many are still not known. Maybe it is reported for the first time from your child. Okay, so the simple concept of pregnancy is stay away from medicines. Now, if you go to the second topic or the second trimester, now the second trimester, this is characterized by the complete development of organ systems. So in this case, organ systems are developed and at the end, fetus assumes human features. Means अब से आपको बच्चा आपका बच्चा लगने लगेगा. Okay. Now this is a technically safe period. Okay. This is a technically safe period of development because size of embryo is smaller. So it does not cause any problems. So technically the second trimester is a safer trimester. But the third trimester here rapid fetal growth occurs. So in this case there is a rapid fetal growth. Okay, there is rapid fetal growth. So size increases considerably. So in this case, placental damage, placental injury is common. So if there are small accidents like falling in the bathroom, falling in the staircase, or bigger accidents, placental injury will occur, which may result in immediate delivery. So that's why it is very, very risky stage. Okay. Chaliye. So this is with respect to this. So I will try to show you another screen in which you can see the developments. Okay. Now this is a egg, if you can see. So this is an egg. Okay, and here you are seeing that the egg is surrounded by 4 cavities. Okay, the egg is surrounded by 4 cavities. So what are the 4 cavities? See here. So the outermost cavity is chorion. Fine. Now this is followed by the amnion layer. Now this amnion layer is the unique layer which secretes the amniotic fluid. Okay, which secretes the amniotic fluid. Now this amniotic fluid is making the weight of the child nearly 1/6, as you know in case of your physics. Now here there are 2 new, okay, yolk sac, and 4th one is allantois. Okay, so allantois is known as embryonic kidney and yolk sac is known as embryonic blood cell producing organ. Okay, so in humans we don't have yolk, so that is why our yolk sac is basically concerned with producing RBCs, yeah, blood cell. Okay, but in animals which have yolk, they have the what? They have the yolk. Okay, so in animals who have yolk, they have yolk. So what is yolk? Yolk is actually the food. Okay, the yolk is actually the food of the embryo. So the embryo will eat and it will develop. Okay. So now I'm trying to show you another figure. In case of embryonic development. So now here you are seeing, so this is the embryos in different stages. Okay, so this embryo you are seeing is from 5 to 6 weeks. So in 5 to 6 weeks, this is the amniotic sac actually, and this is the embryo. You see that it has eye bud-like structures, ears are not distinct, limbs are slightly distinct, okay, and your this is the hind limbs, this is the forelimbs, okay, they are quite clearly visible. Okay, now if we go down, so this is the up to 4th week, a 1 month embryo. Okay, in this dark patch is your heart. So actually heart is one of the first organs to develop because it is responsible for supply of food and oxygen. Understand? So this is the fetal heart part. So this stage जो हम लोग देख रहे हैं, this is the 5 to 6 week stage, and this stage you see the very close up view. You are able to see that hand and face showing the fingers, and the dark part of the eye is actually called the retina. Fine. So now this is the 11 week stage. Okay, this is the 11 week stage. This is the 12 week stage. 12 week means it is technically the 3rd month. Okay, so by the 3rd month end, you are seeing that the face almost looks like humans. Fine. And this is the almost the last stages. You find the embryo, this is the umbilical cord, and this is the placenta or decidua fetus. Okay. Chaliye. So now we will go back to the next topic. So here आप देख रहे हो that in this case we are discussing the different types of egg. So now in the different types of egg, what are you seeing here? This is the alecital condition. Now what do you understand by alecital condition? A means no. Lecithin is a phospholipid. Okay, lecithin is a phospholipid found in yolk. Okay, so found in yolk. So that is why alecital means eggs without any yolk. And such a condition is found in your mammalian eggs. Okay, so such a condition is found in mammalian eggs. So it is just like this. Okay, now the second yolk is referred to as microlecital. Micro means less, lecital again means yolk. So इसलिए such eggs have less yolk, and the example is sea urchin and starfish. In this you can also include marsupials. Okay, so we can also include marsupial in this category. Then mesolecital, yeah, moderate amount of yolk. इसमें best example is frog and amphibian. So here you will find frog and amphibians, and mega या macro या polylecithal means large amount of yolk, as we see in case of reptiles, birds, fishes, and egg-laying mammals. Okay, egg-laying mammals. Understood? So this is the concept of your egg or classification of egg on the basis of amount of yolk. Okay. So now the next topic is this based on distribution of yolk. So distribution of yolk जो है उसके आधार पे we can divide the egg into the different types. So in this case you are seeing the based on distribution of yolk. So what is isolecithal? Isolecithal means, okay, isolecithal means uniformly distributed. Means जैसे हम लोग egg को लेकर और उसका ऑमलेट बनाने के लिए मिक्स कर देते हैं with the help of spoon. So in that what are you finding? The albumin and the yolk is mixed. So similar structure is called isolecithal. The yolk is uniformly distributed throughout the cytoplasm of the egg. Okay, and this is example is protochordates and echinoderms. In telolecithal egg, telo means, okay, tele का मतलब होता है पार, जैसे टेलीफोन, टेलीस्कोप, है कि नहीं? तो इसीलिए अगर हम एक अंडा देखें and yolk दूर कहीं पड़ा हुआ है at one end, so this is called telolecithal. The eggs in which the yolk is concentrated towards the vegetal pole. Always remember when we draw an egg axis, okay, तो suppose हम एक egg axis बनाते हैं, okay, तो this side yolk होगा, that is called vegetal pole, and उसका opposite side को हम लोग कहते हैं animal pole. So very easy to know when yolk is present. When yolk is absent, you cannot know the vegetal pole. You can know the animal pole. It has the first polar body. Okay, so this तरफ polar body होगा, that side is called your animal pole. तो उसका opposite side क्या हो जाएगा? Vegetal pole. तो इसलिए in eggs with yolk, vegetal pole is absolute. In eggs without yolk, animal pole is absolute. Understood? So this is the concept of your telolecithal egg. And generally ये देखा जाता है eggs जिसमें बड़ा yolk हो, like megalecithal eggs. तो इसमें आपका birds, reptiles आ जाएंगे and also egg laying mammals. तो egg laying mammals भी इसी कैटेगरी में आ जाए. Then the concept is centrolecithal. So what is centrolecithal? Yolk is concentrated in the center of the yolk. Suppose ये egg है, तो egg yolk जो है बिल्कुल बीच में होगा. So it is reported in case of insects. Now discoidal egg का मतलब क्या है? Discoidal egg या इसको myolecithal egg कहते हैं. Okay? इसमें क्या होगा? Almost whole of the egg is occupied by the yolk except a small disc of active cytoplasm. Okay, actually यही है अंडे का फंडा. That अंडे में नहीं होता अंडा. Okay, so in अंडे का फंडा there is no egg in the egg. So just to see what that is means, so we can go back to the board. So here, suppose we will draw an egg. So this egg is the, suppose this is the outermost layer, जो यहाँ दिख रहा है. Suppose this is amnion. Okay, अब amnion के बाहर हम shell बना लेंगे. Suppose we will make a shell. ओके, सपोज ये एग शेल है, फाइन। तो ये आपका एग शेल है, फाइन। नाउ दीज आर द एयर पैकेट्स। तो ये आपका एग शेल है एंड दिस इज द एग इनसाइड। नाउ इनसाइड द एग you will find mostly it is occupied by what? It is occupied by food. तो अगर मोस्ट ऑफ द एग आप देखेंगे उसमें खाना ही खाना होता है, ओके। एंड उस खाने में भी दो तरह का खाना होता है। तो सपोज दिस इज द योक। तो अब हम लोग बनाएंगे योक, ओके। तो अब इसके अंदर पूरा योक होता है, जो बिग योक, जो मेगालेसिकल एग है। तो इसमें सपोज काफी बड़ा योक है। एंड उसके बाद तो ये हो गया हमारा क्या? तो दिस इज द शेल, फाइन। नाउ ये क्या हो गया? तो दिस इज सपोज द एमनियन। उसके बाद व्हाट इज दिस? So this is the albumin or egg white. Egg white, and it is basically protein rich food. Okay, ये protein rich food है. This structure is called yolk, and this is phospholipid rich food. Okay, now इधर अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे, इस एक छोटे से जगह में आपका एक एम्ब्रियोनिक डिस्क होगा, ओके। तो ये जो पैच है, इस पैच में आपका जो भी डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस होता रहेगा, ओके। तो सपोज दिस इज द एम्ब्रियोनिक डिस्क, एम्ब्रियोनिक डिस्क, ओके। So we can do a window preparation. Allow the egg to settle down for some time in a constant position. अब आप क्या करेंगे? इस शेल को तोड़कर खिड़की जैसे निकालेंगे। तो जैसे आप खिड़की जैसे उसको निकालोगे, you can easily see the embryo here. Okay, you can see heartbeat, you can see the organs develop. It depends कि आप कब देख रहे हैं। तो इस तरह का जो एग है, इसको हम लोग क्या कहेंगे? दिस इज कॉल्ड योर व्हाट? बोलिए। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड योर डिस्कॉइडल या मियोलेसिकल एग। अंडरस्टूड? तो अब एक नेक्स्ट क्लासिफिकेशन हम डिस्कस करेंगे, दैट इज ऑन द प्रेजेंस और एब्सेंस ऑफ शेल। तो शेल होना या नहीं होना, तो इसको हम लोग कहेंगे तो क्लेडोइक एग्स, इसमें आपका वाटरप्रूफ शेल होता है। बिकॉज इन टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स, इफ दे ले द एग इन ऑन लैंड, इट विल ड्राई। सो दैट इज व्हाई they produce what? Shelled eggs. Now ये जो शेल्ड एग्स है, ये आपके दो प्रकार के हो सकते हैं, ओके। द शेल्ड एग्स कैन बी ऑफ टू टाइप्स, ओके। वन इज कैलकेरियस, ये इजी टू ब्रेक होता है, ये लाइटर एनिमल्स में देखा जाता है। सो दिस इज रिपोर्टेड इन लाइटर एनिमल्स। तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसमें आ जाएंगे बर्ड्स, हाउस लिजर्ड्स, हाउस एंड गार्डन लिजर्ड्स, ओके, एटसेट्रा। बट इन heavy animals you find a leathery shell, ओके। इसमें एग्जाम्पल आ जाएगा टर्टल्स, crocodiles, dinosaurs, etc. They are huge animals. So imagine a turtle laying egg. So while coming down, coming out of the egg pit, वो पूरा अंडों को अपने पैरों से कुचल देता है. But why the eggs are not affected? Because they are leathery. अगर कैलकेरियस एग होता तो सारे अंडे फूट गए. So this is a beautiful concept of your what? Types of shell. तो अब नो शेल, तो नो शेल है आपके फिशेस में मिलेगा. ओके, फिशेस, एम्फीबियंस. ओके, इसमें भी कोई शेल नहीं होता. ओके, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड शेललेस एग्स, एंड इवन इन आवर केस mammals. So there is no shell in the egg. Clear? So ये आपका टॉपिक हो गया. Okay. Now we will go ahead. So this is the ultrastructure of the human egg. We have already discussed. अब जो next topic हम discuss करेंगे is the beginning of the what? Copulation process. Okay, the beginning of the reproduction. Because ये egg तो आपका पहले भी था, है कि नहीं? But sperms नहीं था. In the previous cases, there was no sperm. Okay, because a girl from menarche till marriage, there is no sperm. So, in that case, there is no pregnancy. But now after marriage, something different has happened. What has happened? We have a male. So now when there is a male partner, the first topic that we will discuss, so this is the first step of the process of embryonic development. And that first step, okay, the first step, we will call it what? Sexual intercourse or copulation जो बढ़ा दे population. So this is the sexual intercourse topic. Now in this topic हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं? So in case of humans, there is a penetrating organ. है कि नहीं? So in case of humans, there is a penetrating organ also called penis. ठीक है? तो इसीलिए हम लोग in humans में copulation को true copulation कहते हैं. ठीक है जी? तो copulation referred to as true. Now, इसीलिए internal fertilization is an essential part of the reproduction in terrestrial organisms. So this is brought about by deposition of sperms by penis. Okay, like structure. क्योंकि हर एक का पेनिस हो ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है. पेनिस like intromittent organ. Okay, this is called intromittent organ into the vagina of the female. ठीक है, तो इसलिए into the vagina of the female. So this is the case. Now इसीलिए so how it begins? When a female is close and willing, तो क्या होता है? The male excites, resulting in an increase in the blood supply. Okay, in the increase in the blood supply to the genitals, to the penis. Okay, and as we know penis is rich in arteriovenous anastomoses, which are special blood vessels capable of increasing blood volume in a very limited time. Third say the blood supply will increase. So this occurs in the mediation of parasympathetic autonomic nervous system. Okay, तो parasympathetic nervous system immediate blood supply to penis को बढ़ा देता है. Okay, now this results in erection of penis. Okay, so this results in erection of penis. Okay, क्यों? Because as a result of an increase in blood supply to the various spongy erectile tissue. Okay, तो in the penis उसको हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? Paired corpora cavernosa and unpaired corpus spongiosum muscles. Okay, okay, in the penis. Now, इसमें you have to remember so there is no bone inside the human penis. Okay, तो इसीलिए इरेक्शन के लिए मसल्स को ही सपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा. Okay, now इसीलिए क्या होगा? The sexual stimulation involves stimulation of the parasympathetic nervous system. It resembles in vasoconstriction of the veins leading away from penis. तो जो जा रहा है उसको बंद कर देगा. And vasodilation of arterioles entering the penis. इससे क्या होगा? आपका ब्लड वॉल्यूम बढ़ता है and blood pressure भी बढ़ता है. Okay, the blood volume is increasing as well as the blood pressure is also increasing. So this is the case. Now friction produced during intercourse by the rhythmic movement increases the stimulation of the sensory cells at the tip of glans penis. Okay. Now this stimulates the nervous system.
सर आप खुद म्यूट हैं।
Okay, now it's audible.
यस सर। हाँ
चलो, so now what happens? तो अब एक चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, हमें यहाँ याद रखना है that ejaculation, ये पीएमटी के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, बिकॉज जनरली हम लोग कंफ्यूज होते हैं यहाँ, that ejaculation is a sympathetic ANS response, whereas erection is a parasympathetic ANS response. ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट टू रिमेंबर है. ओके, नाउ जो सेकंड पॉइंट टू रिमेंबर है, that sperms are inactivated by the epididymal factors. Okay, so they are all inactive or decapacitated. तो पिछले में हमने डिस्कस किया था कि एग इज decapacitated. अब हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं that sperm is also decapacitated. ठीक है जी. Now the next thing you have to remember is ejaculation, if normal, happens inside the vaginal canal. Okay, happens inside the vaginal canal. तो ये हमें मालूम होना चाहिए कि अगर नॉर्मल इजैकुलेशन है तो वेजाइनल कैनाल के अंदर होगा. ठीक है जी. सो दिस इज द बेसिक थिंग वी हैव टू रिमेंबर इन केस ऑफ द केस. नाउ आफ्टर ejaculation, okay, immediately there is an ANS switchover from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Okay, parasympathetic. So between two erections, okay, between two erections there is a definite gap. Okay, definite gap. ये नॉर्मली होता है. ओके, नॉर्मल. नाउ जो वायाग्रा लोग लेते हैं, वायाग्रा which is basically sildenafil, okay, which is basically sildenafil. तो ये क्या करता है, वायाग्रा decreases or zeros this gap. Okay, so इसीलिए basically जो between two erections there is a definite gap. Okay, so this is the concept of your males. ठीक है. So now we have seen the egg, now we have seen the sperm, and now there is erection and also ejaculation. So intercourse का जो completion है, so we can say that intercourse results in ejaculation of the sperms into the vagina. Okay, intercourse results in ejaculation of the sperms into the vagina. Now, if definite copulatory organs present, it is called true copulation. Okay, it is called true copulation. Okay, if there is no copulatory organ, the copulation is referred to as false. Okay, तो इसीलिए false का एग्जाम्पल आ जाएगा आपका फिशेस. दिस इज बोनी, बोनी फिशेस, एम्फीबियंस, बर्ड्स. ओके, बर्ड्स इसमें एक्सेप्ट रैटिटे. ओके, रैटिटे में आपका पेनिस लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है. ओके, सो दीज आर योर फॉल्स कॉपुलेशन. ट्रू में आप लिख सकते हैं योर एग्जाम्पल इज कार्टिलेजिनस फिशेस. क्यों? उनमें क्या होता है? उनमें क्लैस्पर्स होता है. ओके, क्लैस्पर्स प्रेजेंट. उसके बाद आप लिख सकते हैं रेप्टाइल्स, उसमें हेमी पेनिस प्रेजेंट. ओके, तो रैटिटे में पेनिस प्रेजेंट एंड मैमल्स. ओके, उसमें भी पेनिस प्रेजेंट. इन marsupials पेनिस इज बाइफिड. ओके, तो इसमें marsupials में पेनिस जो है वो बाइफिड होता है. सो दिस इज विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू इंटरकोर्स एंड मेल फिजियोलॉजी. अब क्या किया जाए? सो नाउ द सेकेंड स्टेप is movement of the sperms towards the what? So the second step है movement of sperms in search of the ovum. ठीक है? So the second step is movement of the sperms in search of the ovum. Okay, and ये occur करता है inside the female genital tract. Okay, so this thing occurs inside the female genital tract. Now we have to remember point wise. Okay, the point number 1 is that inactivated sperms lie in a clot protein like structure, okay, known as fibrin coagulum. Okay, fibrin coagulum. इससे क्या होता है? This helps in, okay, this helps in retaining spillage of sperms outside the vagina. So a lot of semen goes outside the vagina, but that is nothing to do with sperms, because sperms are safe inside a packet called the fibrin coagulum. ठीक है जी? So now we have to free them and we have to activate them. So now inside the highly acidic female genital tract flooded with phagocytes. Why phagocytes? Because there are strangers in the semen, sperms. Okay, so inside the highly acidic female genital tract flooded with phagocytes, the acidity activates profibrinolysin. Okay, profibrinolysin to fibrinolysin. In humans, okay, in humans, it is called plasmin. Okay, so humans it is called plasmin. ठीक है, तो अब ये क्या करेगा? It helps to dissolve the clot and freeze the sperms into the female tract. तो अब सारा का सारा sperms जो है वो female tract में चला जाता है. Understood? So it is going into the female tract. ठीक है? So now, so अब they will be attacked. So how to save them? तो इसीलिए now we have to activate the sperms. Okay? तो in acidity of the, okay, okay, so now we are seeing this, the passage of sperm to the egg, and now this has to go. Okay, तो अब हम लोग जो sperms release करेंगे, now they have to go and activate the movement of the sperms. तो इसीलिए the next step is called capacitation of sperms. देख रहे हो? So this is referred to as capacitation of sperms. Now we have to capacitate the sperms, and that will then move the sperms towards the egg. Okay, तो इसी में कैपेसिटेशन में दो स्टेप्स होता है. नंबर वन, इट बिकम्स मोटाइल. ओके, एंड ये आपका बिगिन कर जाता है सेमिनल वेसिकल्स में इन द मेल बॉडी, बट कैपेबिलिटी टू फर्टिलाइज इज अचीव्ड ओनली आफ्टर एक्सपोजर टू द एसिडिटी. तो आपको ये जो पॉइंट्स है ये ध्यान देना चाहिए. ओके, so these are the points which you should remember. Okay, तो इसीलिए so now as we were discussing, now in the acidity of the female tract, okay, so this is a note. हम लोग को ये नोट याद रखना है. So this is the concept that capacitation involves two steps. The sperms become motile. Okay, so this we will keep here. ये हमें याद रखने के लिए है. Okay, and जो आपका concept. तो इसीलिए in the acidity of the female tract, in the acidity of the female tract, okay, in the acidity of the female tract, क्या होगा? The sperms are activated to fertilize the क्या? Ovum. Okay, initiation of their movement capability. Okay, initiation of their movement capability already happened when they mixed with seminal fluids inside the male tract. Okay, तो यही चीज हम लोग जो लिख रहे थे, दैट फीमेल ट्रैक में आके वो उसको फर्टिलाइज करने का स्किल सीखते हैं, बट अदरवाइज जो आपका एक्टिवेशन है दैट हैज ऑलरेडी अकर्ड इन द male. तो अब what has to be done? It has to be activated. Fine. तो अब हम लोग को क्या करना पड़ेगा? उसको एक्टिवेट करना है ताकि वो एग को भेज सके. So during capacitation, sperms are acted upon by the secretions in the female tract that results in number 1, the removal of cholesterol, glycoproteins and proteins from the plasma membrane around the acrosome of the sperm. ठीक है, उसके सामने से हम सारा कोलेस्ट्रॉल, ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन, प्रोटीन्स को हटा देते हैं. ओके. नंबर 2, डाइल्यूशन ऑफ डीकैपेसिटेटिंग फैक्टर्स सीक्रेटेड बाय एपिडिडाइमिस. तो उसको हमने हटा दिया. नंबर 3, entry of calcium ions into the sperm causes rapid movement of the tail. Okay. It also facilitates the mitochondria. Okay. It also facilitates the mitochondria to provide energy for the sperm movement. ठीक है. तो इसीलिए अब आपका स्पर्म्स को मूव करने के लिए हमने तैयार कर दिया. But the first barrier is what? It is the cervix. Okay. So the first barrier in the way of the sperms is the cervix. Okay, it is the cervix. तो cervix क्या करता है? वो एक फर्स्ट बैरियर है, तो वो आगे जाने नहीं देगा. So that is why what has to happen that जो cervix है उसके थ्रू आपको जाने के लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा एक्टिविटी चाहिए, क्योंकि वो वेरी वेरी सिवियरली विस्कस होता है. ओके. तो उसको हम लोग लिख सकते हैं ऐसे. ओके. द फर्स्ट बैरियर इन द वे ऑफ द स्पर्म इज सर्विक्स, व्हिच इज हाईली viscous and severely retards sperm movement. Okay, severely retards sperm movement. Okay, during the ovulatory days, ये एक natural help है. During the ovulation days, this viscosity is minimum. Okay, is minimum, and so capability of fertilization is maximum. Okay, but this does not mean that in other days sperm movement is not possible. Okay, तो इसलिए इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अदर दिन में sperm movement नहीं हो सकता, but this does not mean that in other days sperm movement is not possible. Okay, it is possible, but the rate of sperm movement is very very slow. Okay, very very slow and difficult. Okay, so difficult. Now where will the sperms go? There are two sides of egg. It may be on the left side, it may be on the right side. तो उसमें लिखिए sperm ascent to the ovum is facilitated by the prostaglandins. prostaglandin hormones in the semen. Okay, वो क्या करते हैं? They stimulate the contraction of uterine muscles in such a way as if pushing the sperms to the side of the fallopian tube which has the ovum. Okay, तो ये क्या करते हैं? They stimulate the contraction of uterine muscles in such a way, okay, as if pushing the sperms to the side of the fallopian tube which has the egg. तो आपको इंडिकेट करता है भाई उस तरफ एग है. ओके, तो इधर एक प्रॉब्लम पॉइंट हम डिस्कस करेंगे. सो डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स है कि नहीं, may result in infertility. ये एक कारण हो सकता है. Understood? We don't know where the egg is. तो इसलिए आधे स्पर्म अगर इधर चले गए, आधे स्पर्म उधर चले गए, तो 7 जन्म में भी बात नहीं बनी. ओके, सो दैट इज द कंसेप्ट. तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, चलिए अब आपका स्पर्म मूवमेंट हो रहा है, उस तरफ क्या हो रहा है? इन द फीमेल साइड. तो अब जो हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे थर्ड पॉइंट, ओके, दैट इज मूवमेंट ऑफ. थर्ड पॉइंट में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे मूवमेंट ऑफ ओवम into the female tract. Okay, into the female tract. तो ये आपका एक और कंसेप्ट है. So generally we know a lot of people forget that ovary is outside the genital tract. है कि नहीं? तो इसलिए हम लोग भूल जाते हैं कि ovary is outside the genital tract. Since ovary is outside the genital tract, the ovum is actually released into the abdominal cavity. Okay, since the ovary is outside the genital tract, the ovum is actually released into the abdominal cavity, from where it is brought inside by the fimbriated end of the fallopian tube. Okay, तो ये उसको ढूंढ के लाएगा. It has a vacuum cleaner like activity and sucks the egg into its lumen via an opening known as क्या? Ostium. तो एक छोटा सा छेद होता है इन द fallopian tube, उससे वो अंडे को अंदर ले आता है. ओके, इन द fallopian, okay, in the fallopian tube, the movement of egg is passive. Okay, and it is facilitated by the क्या? Who facilitates it? Cilia found in the egg duct. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए स्पर्म का जो मूवमेंट है वो पैसिव है एंड एग का जो मूवमेंट है वो एक्टिव है. Understood? So this is the concept. So in the fallopian tube, the egg movement is passive, ओके एंड द स्पर्म मूवमेंट इज एक्टिव, क्योंकि एग अपने आप नहीं जाता है, उसको लेकर जाना पड़ता है, राजा जैसा, रानी जैसा, पर स्पर्म अपना बेचारा मेहनत करके आ रहा है। ठीक है, सो नाउ दिस इज द कंसेप्ट। So we will end the meeting today. You want to ask something? Because in the next class we will discuss how they meet. Okay.